Welcome, Scorpio. This is your weekly Tarotscope reading for April the 24th through to the 30th, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Now let's see what the energy is going to be for you this week. King of Cups. Well, it's about love. It's about security. It's about providing for others. It's what you do for others in the relationship. It's where people lean on you, become dependent on you, where you become dependent on others. And that is where your focus lies this week. Absolutely. We have the Six of Wands, so this is success. This is support. So we may be looking into our relationships, our close relationships, our friendships, our partnerships, our love interests, and finding ways of bringing in balance, harmony, love, security, feelings of worth, and giving that back out, and understanding the path forward where we can have great success, grow the relationships deeper, stronger, sustainable. Now, if it's, a passion, because with cups, it can always be our passion, our desires, our dreams. There's also great success when we look at where we are being very independent within what we are creating, what we are inventing, what we are putting our energy into. And also where we need to be dependent, where we need to allow that helping hand, where we need that influx of somebody else or some other energy in order to really bring in the success. We have the Five of Pentacles. This is not a shy card this week. It's in almost everybody's reading, it seems. Five of Pentacles. This is where we can feel as we are not worthy, or we are not deserving, or it is just too hard, or we don't have what it takes. We don't have the money, we have the resources, the support. This is where we start to talk ourselves out of the journey, the path forward, the new beginning. Please do not throw in the towel this week. You sit on the threshold of the door of abundance. It's like the last mile. So wherever you have been really hitting the roadblocks, where you push against the energy and it pushes you right back, where you don't seem to get any ground under your feet. This is the time to back it up. This is the time to start telling yourself that you do deserve it. Start loving yourself, appreciating yourself, knowing that you deserve it, knowing that when the time is right, the path will open up to you. To not maybe push against the energy, but rather to reflect on how far you've gotten and where you plan to go and expect it to be. Over the success card, we have the Magician. New Moon Affirmations. My goodness. Please say them. And in detail. Okay, the Magician comes and says, where do you want to see the success in your life? Where do you want to feel that peace of mind? That advancement? How do you want it to come to you? But with the Magician, he also asks what you're willing to sacrifice for it, where you're allowing closure in your life, or healing in your life, or completion in your life, in order to open up the area for new energy to come in, for new successes to be had, for new paths to be formed. So it needs to be detailed. And I've said this several times to several different signs this week. It needs to be a detailed action plan of what it looks like, of what the manifestation looks like at the end result. And go into detail. Don't just say, I want money, because you're going to walk outside, you're going to walk down the sidewalk, and you're going to see a coin, and your wish has been granted. What do you want to do with that money? Do you want to buy a home, a car? Do you want to finance a new business, a group within the community? Do you want to pay your bills? Do you want to pay for an education for you or for somebody you love? Go into detail. See how it looks, see how it feels. Page of Wands is the underlying energy, so those aha moments, those moments of brilliance are going to come to you this week. Write it down. Thinking outside the box, getting inventive, getting creative, understanding different ways of going forward. The aha moments, the epiphanies. Expect them to happen in your life this week. Five of Cups is the overriding energy, so what's going to pull you down? Things that you can't change. Yesterdays. Don't get caught up in what was once in your life, but rather what can be in your life. Because you have the wisdom now. You have the know-how. You have the determination. This is where we can get hung up on what we didn't do right, where we dropped the ball, where we erred. And it can pull us down, it can dissipate our energy, and it doesn't allow us to see the empowerment that lies within us. We have the Justice card with the Ace of Swords. So yes, expect epiphanies. Expect that light bulb moment. Expect out of nowhere something happens or you're in the right place at the right time, but I think it's more your thoughts. Your creative thoughts, your expansive thoughts on what you want to step into, of what you want to create, of what you want to manifest in your life. The new beginnings, the new path forward. For work, career, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is really asking you to close some doors or allow some healing in your life. Completion. So that new opportunities can arise in your life. So this doesn't mean quit your job because you don't like it and a new one will appear. Okay, that's not what this means, because everything involves work and strategy and planning, especially during this time of a lot of retrograde happening. But we need to look at what dissipates our energy when it comes to our career, when it comes to work. And maybe it's just the changing of our thoughts. Our thoughts about the experience and how we play in that experience. Be open to where you want the new challenges to be. If it's a business that you want to start, if it's a promotion you want to go for, if it's a raise you desire, a job, just don't be handing out your resume to anyone that might take you. Think about why you want to be there, how it will bring your talents and abilities to the table, how it will ignite a passion inside of you. For love and relationships, we have the Eight of Cups. Relationships could be changing. For some of you, quite dramatically. Now, I'm not saying that you are leaving somebody or getting into a brand new relationship when I say that. But something is going to probably change when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, maybe the way you view it, maybe what it has meant to you up till this point and what it means to you going forward. So this is where we walk away from some things that we've kind of leaned on. And it's given us security, or it's given us love, but it doesn't work anymore. And we need to plant the new seeds when it comes to love and relationships. It's what we truly desire out of a relationship, whether you are with somebody or not with somebody. It's really looking forward into what grounds you in love, what brings out passion, what brings out desire, and looking at new ways of instilling that passion, desire. Maybe it's igniting a sense of passion back into the relationship. Maybe it's having that heart-to-heart talk about some of the things that have bothering you about the relationship. Or maybe it's about your own self-esteem within the relationship, your own sense of worth within the relationship. This is setting out on a new path. This could be where you can totally transform a relationship. Bring a spark in. Bring a passion in that wasn't there before. If you're not in a relationship, you could be almost in a rut where you have gotten dependent on being able to go where you want, when you want, watch what you want, do what you want, eat what you want, and it's kind of like a security blanket. And you don't really want to rock the boat. You don't want to let somebody else in subconsciously because they're going to change all that. And you have to be ready to let go of some of those habits that you have fallen into, some of your routine that you've become dependent on, in order to let the true love in. For your spirituality, the sun. New Moon Affirmations, please. This is a week for it. I tell you, we have the new moon. This is about bringing energy, not bringing in energy, letting out your energy, letting out your vibration, celebrating who you are, realizing your magnificence. Through meditation, through prayer, I have several affirmation videos out there. Morning affirmations, new moon affirmations, a simple breathing exercise that you can do to raise the vitality of your worth, of your beauty, of your magnificence. Every day, do something to empower yourself, to strengthen the knowledge that you have what it takes in every area of your life, that you already hold the key inside of you. For health and well-being, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who's very confident in who they are, confident in their well-being, in their strength, in their vitality. This is allowing new ideas to come in how to strengthen ourselves even more, how to keep that vitality going. So if anything, you are getting more disciplined and more determined in your health and well-being. You're allowing for new thought to come in, of new ways of doing things, new habits to create. There's a confidence, there's a strength here. You know, if you set any kind of goals going forward, they should stick. If they're long term, if they are, one step at a time, they're not get to a certain point in record time. And if you're willing to make the commitment and discipline yourself, you've got it all done already. You just have to really walk the experience. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.